What is good, everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video. Usually on this channel, I'm giving you guys all the best tips and tricks to improve your Call of Duty game, and now I'm gonna give you one to improve your life. This video is brought to you by Manscaped.com. Manscaped hooked me up with a bunch of tools and formulations from their all-in-one performance package kit. Let's check it out. I'm excited to try out the new Lawnmower 3.0 waterproof trimmer with advanced skin safe technology, which reduces nicks and cuts. It's gonna make shaving so easy. Manscaped even created a ball deodorant called Crop Preserver and a ball toner spray. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't used this until I got this Manscaped package, and this is a game changer. And one of my favorite things from the whole package is this, the Weed Whacker, the nose plus ear hair trimmer. My nose hair grows like a caveman, and I definitely needed this. Guys, you do not wanna miss out on this. Go to manscaped.com today and get 20% off plus free international shipping plus 2 free gifts when you use the code on your screen at manscaped.com. Your balls and your body will thank you. What is good, everyone, and welcome to a brand new video. And before we get into the in-game settings that you absolutely need to be using in Black Ops Cold War, I want to give a big thank you and shout out to Scuff Gaming. They hooked it up with this controller. Beautiful controller right here, all that good stuff. Make sure you use code ATTACHED for a 5% discount at checkout whenever you get anything from Scuff. Been frying with this thing. Let's go into these settings now, and let me tell you guys the best settings so you guys get more kills and more wins. This is easily one of the most important settings in the game, and I'm going to show you guys a quick good spot right here. Hop on this bus. You can stand right here and look into the bus. You can kind of see them crossing out a back bank area. Very good spot for like your ARs to post up. Okay, so right now, here's the setting. Go into settings. Let's go to, is it graphics? Yeah, graphics. And then where is it? ADS field of view affected. You see how it's like kind of hard to see in the bus? Like it's not that zoomed in at all. This is what SMG players play on affected. Most ARs play on, or pretty much all the ARs play on independent. And here's why. Switch to independent real quick. Look how much clearer the bus is. It zooms in your screen. So when you're in those medium and long range gunfights, it's just way easier to see stuff. So if you're an SMG player, you should be playing on affected. If you're an AR player, you should be playing on independent. Pretty much like 95% of the pro players are SMGs on affected. The rest independent if you're an AR player. So make sure you're taking advantage of this. It's so much easier to see down long range and win those gunfights. The next setting is going to be the field of view. This setting is definitely personal preference, but I'm gonna tell you what majority of the pro players play on. I would say people play on anywhere from 90 to 100, with most people playing on 90 or 95. That's like the sweet spot. I'm not gonna lie, it does look very cool when you're on a super high FOV and you're just running around. You feel like you're the Superman just flying around the map, but I feel like it gives you an unrealistic like look of the map because things aren't actually as far as you think or as close as you think. So I feel like playing on 120 is cool to look at, but Call of Duty maps aren't that big. You don't need to have like the super wide angle views of the map. So that's why I play on 90. I feel like it's perfect. It's realistic. I feel like I can still beam people across the map. It still feels good. The shot feels good. You can test it out with different FOVs, but I would say anywhere from 90 to 100. Give that a shot and let me know what you guys think. And now we're going to break down the input threshold for your controller. Right now I'm using a backup controller. I switched out to the blue one. I've had this controller for a really long time. So the more you use a controller, the more the analog sticks kind of get worn out. And that's why it's really helpful that they added this in game so you don't have that bad of stick drift. But watch, I'm gonna put this down to 0 because usually I play on 0 for the left stick, which is of course this stick right here. And then my right stick, I play on 5 usually. If the controller's super new, I might bring it down to 3. But here's what it looks like. Oh my God, like do you see that stick drift right now? I'm gonna shoot. And that's why with an older controller, you need to have the stick drift a little bit higher for the right stick. So we're gonna go to 5 now. We're gonna shoot. No movement at all. So that's how you want to test the stick drift in war with your controller. So let's go down to 4 and see if I have any stick drift. 4. Nothing. Kinda. A little bit. Okay, so if we go down to 3, I might have it. Shoot. Yeah, see? So I'd probably say 4 is the sweet spot. I can get away with playing on 4, but 5 is definitely helpful. That's how you guys should be testing out your controllers. And like I said, if you have a fresh controller, I'd recommend even trying to put it on 0, 1, maybe 2. And until it's like kind of getting that wear and tear, then you might need to up the input threshold on the right stick to like 5-ish, just to make sure you're not having stick drift in the middle of your games. And this setting is very good for Warzone or any Call of Duty game that it's in. It was in Modern Warfare. It's in this game, auto sprint. So what auto sprint does, pretty much you enable it and you just push your left analog stick forward and you start sprinting no matter what. As long as you push, you don't have to press it or anything like that. It's very, very good. And also it's caused some waves in the competitive community because some players, the other players were using it, and there's been some like video evidence that they try to like break down and see if they're using it. But luckily for league play and public matches, you can use it whatever you want. So with auto sprint, all you have to do is push forward and you start sprinting. There's no pressing anything of all. They just push, 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 and you start sprinting, which is really good for, let's say you're trapped in this corner right here. You don't have to like have that half a second or those milliseconds where you have to push it down to start sprinting. You automatically go into a sprint so you can slide cancel faster. Auto sprint helps so much when you can slide cancel. So make sure you're using auto sprint, hit the slide cancel, and you're gonna get so many more kills, catching so many more people off guard, and messing with their aim assist when you're coming out of auto sprint and slide canceling. So when you disable it, you have to push it. And like I said, those milliseconds add up in Call of Duty. That 1 millisecond might win you the gunfight. That's why you should take advantage and be using auto sprint. The aim response curve type has been a new one in Call of Duty. It was in Modern Warfare and I use dynamic. It's in Black Ops Cold War and they brought dynamic into Black Ops Cold War, so I've been using dynamic for that one ever since. And pretty much what dynamic is make it so it's easier to snap on players. But let's say I'm killing this guy and there was someone right here. It would be easy for me to kill that guy and then instantly just snap over to his body or to his enemy or his teammate's body and kill him. So with standard, I feel like it like locks onto the target a little bit more, but at the end of the day, it is personal preference with these two, so you can try it out. I will say though, probably around like 85 to 80% of pros do play on dynamic. Definitely the majority play on dynamic, so take what you will from that, but it doesn't hurt to give both a shot. Honestly, whatever has you feeling the most confident in your gameplay and your gunny, your shot, just keep using that. Whatever feels good to you, because this is all personal preference, so everyone's different. So just honestly, give both a try, but personally, I think dynamic is better. And now this is another very important setting that you need to be using. It can get you so many kills. You can be literally seeing people before they can even see you, and it's just easy. You just pre-fire them and they're done, because on your screen you're seeing them, on their screen they're still coming around the corner. Dynamic shadows, make sure you have this on. I'm in the vent, I see a shadow, I start pre-firing, I kill him. It's the easiest thing ever, and there's so many other spots. I'm pretty sure we can meet in L right here. Pretty sure there's a spot in L too where you can see this. Oh wait, no, it's just, there's a spot in top green as well. There's so many spots in this game where you can see the shadows, and it just gets you so many easy kills. So it's good to know all the shadow spots. You can see a shadow right there, and you're gonna be ready for every single gunfight. It's just so helpful. Make sure you have dynamic shadows on. This is very, very important, and a lot of pro players and players have forgot to make sure they're playing on the highest hertz possible. You want your refresh rate to be 240. Then you're gonna want to go, if you're playing on PC, into your NVIDIA control panel. Make sure that's on 240 hertz as well. And you want to have a DVI port going from your monitor into your PC to make sure you have the best frames possible and you're maximizing it. Like a lot of players have, when we made the switch to PC from console, have forgot to like set all that up in their computer, so they were playing on like 144 or 120 hertz, and that's a huge difference compared to 240. You want to make sure you're giving yourself the best chance, the best frames, the best everything, the best quality. Also, if you're playing on like a PlayStation 5 or the new Xbox X, I think is what it's called, you might want to test it out, because I think you can only go up to like, the best thing to play on is like 120. I think that's what it goes up to, like 120 FPS. But I honestly haven't played on PS5, so I don't know too much about that. But definitely test it out, and the higher you can go that you can handle, the better. Make sure you have your frame rate limit on unlimited, as you see right here. Higher frame rate will make the gameplay feel more fluid. However, setting a custom frame rate limit can help prevent instability. So pretty much what that means is, if you have a setup that's good enough to handle unlimited frames and get the most possible, you want to have it on unlimited. If not, then it might be better to cap it certain ways. But if you do have that good setup, put it on unlimited and you'll get the best quality possible. And of course, the brightness, personally, I like 55 on this game. That is all personal preference though. It just depends. I feel like it's good because sometimes on some spots on maps, it's very dark and like random shadows and corners and stuff. So I put my brightness a little bit higher so I can see people just like camping in those corners, trying to hide in those dark spaces. And especially if they have the dark suits on, that's what some people will do. They'll put a character that has a dark suit, then they'll play like corners heavy. So make sure you turn the brightness up a bit. And last but not least, I'll put all my controller settings here right now. 661, high zoom 1, even though snipers aren't allowed in the CDL. Hopefully snipers do come back. I would love to be able to snipe again, and it just creates so many hype moments when people are getting like crazy snipes throughout a match. But I would say probably everyone that's a pro plays on either 5.5 or 6.6. So if you're an AR player, a couple of ARs play on 5.5, majority of like SMGs and other stuff, and most ARs still play on 6.6. So I would say those are like the pretty much the two best sensitivities to play on for competitive. Of course, it's different for like sniping and all that good stuff and all like the pub stuff and Warzone even. And then I play tactical flipped, dynamic, like I said earlier, target aim assist mode. I keep this on standard. I had a video a while ago breaking down exactly what this does. But yeah, this is pretty much my all this stuff. And then my ground manual behavior is on press. I think it comes on second press as the default one, so I switch it to on press, and then all I do is just press it once and I'm hopping up on stuff, so it makes stuff easy. But that is all my settings that I think you guys should be using, and then my controller settings as well, just in case you were wondering what I was using. Thank you guys all for watching this video. Hopefully it helps you improve your game. I will see you in the next one, and as always, my name is Attach, and I'm out. Peace.